Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're bringing it back with a love it or leave it. These are kind of my quarterly activewear check-in videos where we have a few segments. We do some mini reviews of brands I've tried recently, but they didn't get their own dedicated video or anything, and I just want to chat about them. Any quality updates, and then any favorites at the end. And I do have some favorites of all different categories today. So if you're watching this video, you're probably already subscribed, but if you're not, make sure you subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up if you like the love it or leave it videos. And without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with the mini reviews, and we are doing true mini review fashion today. I feel like my last couple love it or leave it's, we just did the full review and then the videos are like 40 minutes long and we don't always have time for that. So today we're doing rapid fire mini reviews. The first mini review we have today is for a new Amazon brand. The brand is called Ingia. I'm not really sure how to say it, but they are apparently a sister company of CRZ Yoga. But if I had to describe them, if CRZ Yoga is like more like running girly, Ingia is more your Pilates princess. So those are kind of the vibes. And they also have no front seam, which I did see recently that CRZ Yoga should be coming out with no front seam very soon. So many years late, but we'll take it. Anyways, they just have a few pieces at the moment. I have a couple that we're gonna share. First of all, their sizing is extra small to extra large, so it's a little bit limited, and everything is around $28 to $30. So definitely still staying in that affordable price point. First, we have their leggings. So these are a little bit deceiving in the name. They're called the Women's High-Waisted Lounge Yoga Legging 25-inch Scrunch butt lifting workout, no front seam. We all know a good Amazon SEO title. First of all, I got a size small. I would say everything for this brand is mostly true to size, but if you're in between, I would be sizing down because everything just felt like it could be a little bit more snug, but not to the point where I'd want to size down outright. So if you're in between sizes on any of their stuff, size down. So first of all, the fabric on these is a nice, soft, sleek material. So definitely leans more towards a performance sleek feel, but doesn't have that compressive performance quality. For me, these basically feel like the same fabric composition as CRZ Butterluxe, except without the brushing of the fabric on the outsides. They still maintain this really light compression and kind of sleeker feel. So these have a slightly tapered waistband with no top band. There is a little hidden pocket in the front waistband, but it stays very discreet. We have no front seam, finally. And these just are a really nice basic legging, honestly. I really liked them. We have an extended gusset that goes about 3/4 down the leg. They're a 25-inch inseam, but they have quite a bit of vertical stretch. These are super stretchy. I actually really like this fabric, but don't expect a lot of compression, but it really hugs the body well, conforms to the body. And then we go to the back, they have a wordmark logo. One thing I like about CRZ Yoga is that their logo is like really subtle and it's just like a little circle. So this is a little bit bold for me. I'm not in love with it, but it's not a deal breaker. Very slightly angled glute seams here, nothing crazy, but they call these a scrunch butt and there's no scrunch to be seen. So I don't know why that's in the title of these leggings. There's not even like a hidden scrunch or elastic up the back rise, anything. It's just completely a basic legging, which is fine, but like maybe don't have that in the title of the item when it's not actually scrunched. So anyways, this is my first time trying this brand and I really liked these leggings. To go with the leggings, I got the paneling Cami sports bra made of that same material. There's an elastic band kind of hidden on the inside of the bra. We do have removable cup pads and I actually like the cup pads. They're not too thick or too firm. They're just like the right consistency, if you will. I feel like this one is like a light to medium coverage, but definitely a light support. It has this cute little paneling detail in the front as well. And the fabric kind of tapers up into the strap, and then they have a little sewn on elasticated strap in the back. I do feel like they missed the opportunity to make these straps adjustable. I would have liked to see that. And again, this one is true to size, but just feels like a little bit on the big side. So if you're a smaller bust or you're in between sizes, size down. They have one more pair of bottoms. These are the high-waisted mini flared leggings. They only come in a 31-inch inseam right now, so they are too short for me, unfortunately, but they're made of that same material. They have the double thickness waistband with no top band, no front seam. These leggings almost have like a little side panel detail that goes down and just kind of gives a little seam detail to the leg. Very similar back situation to the other legging, just like very slightly tapered. No scrunch. This one didn't say there was a scrunch though. And they're called a mini flare, which concerns me because a lot of mini flare leggings are really not good on the calves. And I'd say these are mostly large calf friendly, but they definitely are more of a boot cut. You can see, honestly, these are like almost just like a straight leg and not even a flare. Like maybe there is a tiny little flare at the end. I feel like these would actually fit me pretty well if they had multiple lengths, but right now they only have the 31-inch inseam, so I can't really wear these, but the color is very cute. The next bra is the women's deep V-neck sports bra. So this one's definitely going to be leaning towards my smaller cup size girlies, but it is super flattering. It's almost more like a bralette shape. We do have an elastic band at the bottom. We do have removable cups, a little dart detail on the bust there. Then the back is very open. It has these wide straps that kind of come into a slight V in the back. I would say a lot of their bras kind of feel like they're like crop shop boutique inspired. Like I definitely see that kind of simple minimalist look to them. So again, more Pilates princess, not really running. Their bras definitely are on the lighter support side, but I am liking the look, the colors in the fabric. Obviously, low coverage, low support. And then what might be my favorite piece from them is the Cutfit long sleeve tee. I also got a size small in this one. This one's $28 and it's made of that same material. And because that material is so nice and lightweight, I actually think it's a really good shirt material. This is basically like a long sleeve baby tee, but it has this little underbust little seam detail, but it's very subtle. You almost don't even really see it. We have a crew neck, very stretchy, slim fit. It does fit very snug to the body. This almost reminds me of the Alphalete Ultra Soft tops, except maybe a little bit heavier weight, but kind of similar vibe to that. So I loved those tops, so I'm loving this. The sleeves are also extra long on these, which I like. They kind of go over the hands. It would only be better if they had a thumb hole to kind of complete that little look, but they don't. But yeah, I think as we go into like fall and winter, having a nice lightweight long sleeve like this is just gonna be really good. And it's made out of like a linking material, so it's very breathable. That long sleeve is probably the only one I would say not to size down because it's already pretty snug. So if you're in between on that one, I would be sizing up. All right, next brand for some mini reviews. We also have CRZ Yoga. A few pieces that I haven't tried recently. We had a little Pinto walk by. Say hi to everyone. Yeah. You're too cute. All right, let's start out with some Butterluxe. So this is a tank made of the Butterluxe fabric. It's like a light compression, but brushed fabric. It's not like the most brushed though, so I actually feel like it's a pretty durable fabric. This has a full built-in bra. It is a cropped length and kind of a shorter crop length, so it's not quite that like meet and greet fit that I prefer out of a tank like this, but it's still longer than a sports bra. We have these nice tank straps, logo on the back. In the under bust area with the elastic, it's actually lined with this like extra soft material too. So if you tend to find those little shelf linings a little bit itchy, this one's actually really soft. I also think that the square neckline on this one is a little bit different from the normal kind of V-neck we see from these like Align tank type tops, and it's just a very flattering shape and just like almost like a little bit elevated. So I really liked the neckline here. This one is true to size, but if you're in between, I would probably size down. It's not like super tight on me. Okay, and I wanted to finally try their Butterluxe flare pant. So unfortunately, they have not gotten rid of the front seam yet. So these do still have a front seam, but on the Butterluxe, it's really not super invasive. So personally, I don't have a problem with it, but I loved that these came in so many inseam options. This is the 33.5-inch inseam, which is kind of like my perfect inseam. I tend to go for a 33 or 34-inch for flares, but they also come in a 29, 30.5, and 32-inch inseam. So you definitely have options. We have a double thickness waistband. There's no band at the front, but there is a band at the back. So there's a little elastic at the top there. It doesn't really cross the side of the body, so it wasn't cutting into the sides and giving me any like muffin topping or anything. So I thought it was fine, but it definitely is in there, so just be aware. There is a little hidden pocket on the back of the waistband. We have just a triangle gusset here. And in the back, we have just these very slightly tapered seams. It's similar to like what a Lululemon Align has in terms of their angle to the seams, but these did sit a little bit low. They sat a little bit on my glutes. I like them to be around my hip bone. So I don't feel like they were really super unflattering in the back, but I felt like the seams could be improved a little bit. And these were thick calf friendly, which is great, but the flare itself is not like a super dramatic flare. I would say it's almost a more like medium, like boot cut flare, definitely more than the Ingia leggings. But personally, I prefer just a slightly more dramatic flare. I like a lot of volume at the bottom of my flares, you know? I like a bell bottom moment. So these were definitely cute though. And I love all the inseam options they have. Also true to size down if in between. And the material is a light compression. Then we got some joggers. These are the CRZ cotton fleece lined jogger pants. I got a size small. They're a high rise with an elasticated waistband with the drawstring on the outside, which I love. We do have some front pockets here and then kind of a smoother jogger cuff at the bottom. These only come in one inseam length, which is usually fine for me with a jogger. And they're They're a nice heavyweight fleece, very dense, and the inside is actually quite soft. But I've tried a couple other of their sweatpants in the past, and this just reminded me that none of those have really fit me right. First of all, the fleece that they use is really thick and durable and nice in feel, but it has zero stretch to it, so it's not very accommodating for thighs and glutes. And then I don't think the design itself really leaves a lot of space for the glutes. So these were a little tight on my butt and definitely tight on my thighs. And it just wouldn't be very comfortable to sit in these because of that. I would say that they're not really like thick thigh friendly. So if you have any curves in your bottom half, these are probably not gonna be the joggers for you, because if I sized up, then the waist would be really big. So just didn't love these. Then I got another one of their seamless short sleeve tees. So if you've been seeing some of my little running vlogs I've been posting, like on Instagram, TikTok, and like YouTube shorts, it's been getting a little bit colder. So I've been wanting just like a lightweight layer, and I have a bunch of CRZ seamless tops, but I don't have a black short sleeve. So I wanted to get one. They just have the best like lightweight seamless layering tops. I have honestly so many in my closet. This one's a size small, and it's made of a super breathable seamless fabric with a ton of stretch to it. It also is like slightly ventilated in the back, like the seamless material just is a little bit more ventilated. So it's perfect when I just kind of want enough of a layer to kind of take that wind chill off, because like this morning I went on a run and it was like 55 degrees. And then when I start running, I heat up fast, so I don't want too much on me, and this is just the perfect amount. I would say this one runs a little bit big. If you want it to be a relaxed fit, go true to size, but I could probably do an extra small just because it was a little bit baggy in the waist section. So just keep that in mind, but I love these tops. And the last thing from CRZ, we have their Butterluxe Slim Jacket. You guys know I love me a BBL jacket, and this one was really nice. So first of all, it's their Butterluxe material, which I already love. So it's definitely more of a lightweight jacket. So definitely like a fall spring jacket. It's almost like the thickness of a shirt, except just a little bit more, and has a couple more features. So first of all, it's a full zip with a mock neck. The sleeves are long and they have thumb holes at the end. So again, you can kind of keep your hands warm when you're on your walks, runs, etc. Some little reflective detailing down the back too. Think about what temperature I would be running where I would want a jacket. I worry about overheating because I hate being too hot and then having to like take off clothes like when I don't really want to. Like, it's just annoying. One thing I love about this is the length. It hits right at my hips, so it's not too long. I don't really love when my workout jackets go over my hips and my butt. It just isn't really flattering on me. It doesn't give me much shape, so I love this kind of mid-hip length. And then they have these very discreet zip pockets. You almost don't even see them. They kind of blend in with the seams, but they are there. They have zip pockets. And then on the inside, they have like little drop pockets too. So I just feel like this has a lot of features, and I'm gonna see if I can get some leggings in this color. This has been my favorite color from them recently. It's the sparkle blue. I have it in their running shorts and their sports bra, and now I need a pair of leggings so I can complete this look. Okay, we have 2 more brands for our mini reviews, and we also have Peach, who's decided to sit on me and make her biscuits on the flower pillow. So please enjoy her company. Next brand for mini reviews is Yvette. So I recently tried one of their bras in my running sports bra video, and the bra that I chose just like didn't quite fit me right and didn't have enough adjustability for me. But I found this other one and really like the adjustable features of it. So it has a similar front shape to the other one. It has a sleek performance material, a nice 1-inch elastic across the bottom. We have these little breathable mesh inserts here and this deep V shape. But in the back, it has this super thick adjustable strap, which the last one did not have. So for me, strap adjustability is like huge for sports bras. So this helped a lot with support. I still would say this is not like the highest of high support, but it definitely was enough for running for me. I would say it was like a good, maybe like 8 out of 10. And then they still have the adjustable 3-hook closure in the back if you need some adjustability in that bottom band. The cups on their sports bras are also all sewn in, so you never have to mess with them. So yeah, I've worn this on a couple runs now, and I definitely like it. Their stuff is true to size, but if you're in between, I would size down. So if you watched my recent running short review, I reviewed a pair of their shorts there, but I tried one more as well. These are the Echo perforated 9-inch bike shorts. So it's made of the same material as the shorts that I tried in the running short video. I wasn't really thinking when I saw these on the website about the giant front seam that goes all the way up the waistband here, because I was trying to avoid front seams, and their last shorts did not have a front seam. So it's definitely not ideal, but these are made of that same sleek performance material. So it has about a medium compression and just really hugs the body. I have been loving this fabric. This one is a 9-inch inseam as as well. I think the other one was too. It has a raw cut hem at the bottom. So it's nice because that kind of reduces chafing potential. You don't have any bulky seams down there. We do have those little perforations. And then one thing I really liked about this one is it has a zip pocket on the side. Normally legging and biker short pockets are pretty sturdy, but I love a zippered pocket because then you just know everything's going to stay put. So I loved that they had this little zipper option on the side. And it doesn't look like there's a waistband, but there is. You can kind of see they have a double thickness bonded waistband here. So it gives really good tummy control, stays up really well, except this one I did feel like it ran a little bit small and definitely was cutting into me at the top there. Also have a little curved seam in the back. So I definitely prefer the other shorts from them, but these ones weren't bad. I just would probably size up just for that waistband because it's pretty snug, but the zipper pocket just really wins me over. The front seam also was a slight problem as well. So if you don't like a front seam, obviously these are not gonna be the ones for you. The last brand for mini reviews is Knix. So this is another brand that we tried in my running bra video that I just got a few more pieces from. So in my running sports bra video, I tried the Knix Catalyst bra, but they also have the zip front Catalyst bra. So in my running review, I wore a size 6 in the bra, which was like, I was kind of in between two sizes. They have a very weird size chart because this is a 0. Literally one cup size separates a size 0 and a size 6, but then they also have size 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 5. Whatever you know about sizing, throw it out the window because it's irrelevant. So anyways, I wear size 0 and it's much better than the 6. In that video, I did mention that the 6 was just a little bit big, so this one just fits me much better. But this bra just has such great support. I don't love the zebra print. I'm more of a neutral girly, but this is all they had. We have that inverted V detail at the bottom, which I just feel like is very flattering. It sits really nice and flush against the chest, and the cups are molded and just very durable. So they just like really lock you in place. I get basically 0 movement with this bra. I also like the zip front feature of this because it's just a little bit easier to get on than having to put it over your head. Or I think the last one had the clasps in the back, so you just got it on like a normal bra. But anyways, a zip front is easier. We have these nice tank straps and they are adjustable in the back. It has 5 rows of 3 hooks in the back, so very adjustable. The band is still going to have some adjustability. The only thing about this bra that I've been noticing with more wear is that I feel like the armpit edge is a little bit sharp and kind of like wants to cut into my armpit. So I could see it chafing there over time. So anyone else who's tried this bra, let me know if that was an issue for you. But that's like the one thing making me not love this bra as much as I thought I did. But otherwise, very supportive, very good. Next piece from Knix, we have the high touch, high rise shorts. So this obviously goes with that Catalyst sports bra. And these shorts are doing a lot of things. First of all, they have a very wide waistband here. And similar to that Yvette waistband, it's a double thickness fabric and the fabric is glued together. So it's bonded and it's very thick, very structured. So you can hopefully see just how structured this fabric is. It doesn't flow like the rest of it. So some pros of that is it gives great tummy control. Cons is it doesn't contour to your body like too much. It tends to like gape a little bit when you squat. These I would definitely consider more of a performance short, but anyways, lots of tummy control if you are looking for that. We do have a front seam on these. Unfortunately, I didn't love seeing that. These have an 8-inch inseam and the edge almost has this like velour type lining so that it doesn't ride up, but it's not silicone. It's more of like a soft feel. And it's a raw cut with no bulky seams at the bottom. So definitely chafe resistant there. So you can kind of see that little almost like velvet type lining. I did find these to be true to size. And then one other feature that they had, which is funny because I just talked about this in my shapewear leggings review, because that brand Fenka had these. But the leggings say that they have like a 3D shaping technology. So basically they just have this like 3D printed, I don't even know if it's 3D printed or it's just like screen printed onto the leggings. I'm not entirely sure, but it's basically just these little lines that they say like support and shape. I feel like they just look like lines underneath your shorts. I'm not really convinced this is doing anything. And I feel like it just like looks very obvious. It's not super obvious on these shorts because they are already a zebra print with stripes, so you can't really see it too well, but they have a picture on the website with a solid color and you can definitely see the lines. I don't know how much like shaping it's actually doing. I feel like shaping maybe, but the other brand that I talked about in my shapewear leggings video, they were claiming that it was like supporting the body. Like they had a lot of claims. Knix is just saying that it's offering a little bit of shaping, which I could see. Anyways, I liked these shorts, but the waistband's just a little bit uncomfortable and I don't love a front seam. So, all right, that about wraps it up for mini reviews. So next we're going to be doing quality updates, and I just have one quality update for you guys, and it is truly devastating. So in the Juicy launch from Buffbunny, they had these kind of meet and greet length butter bandeau crops, right? I loved them in my video. I have two colors. I have the red, I have the baby blue, and I feel like I wore them a couple times, but I ended up bringing this red one to my recent Disney World trip, and I was gonna wear these with some black shorts. It was gonna be like little Minnie Mouse moment, but I can't really do a bandeau just by itself. So it actually has a little halter strap that was an option. And the strap just gives you a little bit more security just because the bandeau itself, you just worry that it's gonna roll down, especially when I'm like, you know, out and about raising my arms. I don't want, you know, anything to fall out. But as I put this top on, the little area that the strap hooks onto just completely broke. It just like fully ripped up, and I can no longer wear the strap with this. And then I was like, oh no, let me try my blue one. And you see, I only have one strap hooked in. I'll hook this strap in just so you can see a little bit better, but it is literally hanging on by like one single thread in there. So it is about to pop off. So that was very upsetting to discover because I really wanted to like these tops, but I just can't trust the strap. So what's strange is that like the right strap is totally fine. It's the left strap on both of my colors. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's dealt with this. And also I didn't even notice this, but I have some pilling on this top too. It is the butter fabric. So we're done with the butter fabric. I've mentioned this multiple times. It just is not durable. It's just not good. So yeah, that's my main quality update. I don't really have any others that have come to mind. I try to write them down as they come, but that's the only really like issue I had. So if you were thinking about getting that top for Black Friday, don't. Next, we're moving on to favorites, and I do have a couple favorites from different categories. If you guys do follow me on Instagram, you will know this is coming, but the Kamo Fitness Featherlight jumpsuit. This has been a favorite since the moment it arrived on my doorstep. At first, I was like, that's gonna be so ugly, I'm never gonna wear it. And now I wear it like almost every day. Like this is like my new home lounge outfit. It's basically just a jumpsuit made out of the Featherlight fabric. So it's a legging material. So it's stretchy, it's soft, it comes in light colors so I can wear it at home and I don't have to worry about peach fur getting on it. It also came in the espresso brown, but I put that in my bundle pile because I just can't wear that at home. So it has this kind of scooped neck, it has adjustable straps. It does scoop down a little bit on the armpit side, so I like to wear like a little built-in bra top underneath it or like a little bralette, something like that, because you will see it. And it has these giant pockets at the side, which literally fit my Kindle. So it's perfect. I just walk around my house, phone in one pocket, Kindle in the other, and whatever room I sit down in, I can just read my book. And it's just perfect. So Kinder Girlies, this is perfect. It's like a drop crotch moment. It's definitely not like the most like flattering thing ever, but I don't think some people understand that sometimes we dress for comfort and not for flattering. It has like a little drop crotch and it is a 23-inch inseam, but because it's kind of a drop crotch, it still actually fits me like to my ankles. So I don't think the length is actually an issue for me. And again, like I'm just wearing it at home, so I don't really care that it's like the perfect length. A lot of people have been saying this looks like the Free People jumpsuit. I don't really shop Free People, so I honestly haven't even looked it up. But every time I wear this, someone is like, oh, is that the Free People one? I'm like, I have no idea. I love the Kamo Fitness jumpsuit. I hope they're still in stock, but highly, highly recommend, especially with Black Friday coming up. Should be on sale. Couple more favorites. I have some skincare faves. So earlier this year, I was really struggling with my skin because I felt like I was using so many products and they were all just kind of bothering my skin. And I've been on Accutane before, like I had severe cystic acne. So now that I've been on Accutane, like I'm used to my skin being pretty clear. So it was just annoying to have all these little breakouts all the time. So I completely simplified my skincare routine at the beginning of this year. And basically I just use a toner pad, which I'll talk about in a second. I use a prescription antibiotic moisturizer in the morning, my sunscreen, obviously. And then at night I use another toner pad and my tretinoin and my moisturizer. So anyways, very, very simple. I can't use vitamin C. I've tried every vitamin C in the entire world, it seems like, and none of them work for me. Anyways, we're going on a skincare rant. But these Korean Beauty Medi-Heal toner pads, I love them so much. This is my third box of them. This is the Metacassoid Cassicide. I've actually never even tried to say this. These are the blemish pads, and they're not what you would normally think of like an acne toner pad. They're actually just really calming. So they're just very moisturizing, very calming, and just like kind of help with the redness in the mornings. And I swear by these things, they have helped my skin so much. They're so hydrating, which is so important for me in the desert. And at night I use the peeling pads. I'll link them both down below, but I've gotten so many compliments on my skin since starting to use these and I am never looking back. So I'm on box 3 of ordering these. You can actually just order the little replacement things, so you don't have to like buy the new outer packet all the time, and I love them. Next skincare fave is the Pharmacy Honey Halo Moisturizer. This is also my third container of this, and I'm getting ready to buy a fourth. I cannot do a lightweight moisturizer, like a gel moisturizer. My skin just like sucks it up, and then my skin is dry again. I need like a thick cream, and I bought this because I had a Sephora gift card, and I was like, you know what? It's a little bit of a splurge. I'm gonna buy it. And then I was like, maybe I'll look for something cheaper, you know, to try next time. No, I continue to buy this stuff, and it's like 50 bucks. So it's not like insanely expensive, but it's definitely like, you know, it's not cheap. It's called Honey Halo, but it's like putting actual butter on your skin. And you guys know, I don't throw around the term butter. People like to say, oh, buttery soft, feels like butter, blah, blah, blah. No, this is like actually the consistency and color of butter, and it feels like you're putting it on your face, except it smells really good. And it's so hydrating that I will just continue to purchase this for a long time. I have no interest in trying other moisturizers. It doesn't make my skin super greasy, but it's still hydrated. But anyways, highly, highly recommend. They do usually have a Black Friday sale, so maybe I'll buy like the big one because it only lasts me like 3 months. One last kind of skincare fave. Since it is dry in Arizona, I'm always using hand cream, and I recently bought the Trader Joe's Pumpkin Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream. And let me just put this on right now because this stuff is so good. It's super thick and super hydrating, but what I love about the pumpkin one, this literally smells like pumpkin spice baked goods on your hands. And I don't know if everyone wants their hands to smell like a pumpkin spice cookie, but oh my gosh, it just smells so good. And it's so hydrating. It also like really helps, like I rub it into like my cuticles a little bit, and I feel like it helps with like my nails too. It's definitely slightly on the greasy side. I wouldn't say it's like super greasy to the point where it bothers me because it soaks in like a couple minutes, but it's definitely more of like a heavyweight hand cream, not something super lightweight. But this is my second bottle of this. I've had the guava one before. I bought that in the summer, and if they have one that's Christmas scented, I'm gonna buy that too. So anyways, this smells so good. It's like literally pumpkin pie on my hands. And I guess we're just doing a ton of favorites today, but my last favorite are some earrings. So if you guys go back and watch some of my videos, I like rarely wear earrings in my videos because I like rarely wear earrings in general. And that's because normally I can't sleep in earrings because they always poke my neck and I just can't do it. And I cannot be bothered to put earrings on every single day and then take them off at night. It's just too much work. And on top of that, since I don't wear earrings very much, every time I put earrings in, I basically have to like jam them through my ear holes. And I know it's all my own fault. Anyways, earrings have been a struggle for me. So I was like, okay, what if I can find like those flat back earrings? And I took a gamble and got some from Pavoy. My ears are usually pretty sensitive, but I feel like part of my sensitivity issue was that the fact that I was like jamming my earring through my ear hole. So like obviously my ear was gonna be bright red after that. These are the Pavoy flat back earrings. And I just bought these a couple weeks ago, and I've been wearing them for like 3 weeks straight, and my ears had no issues, and I slept with them every night, and I felt like I had nothing in my ears. I'm gonna have to throw a photo up on the screen because these are really hard to tell, but basically they just have a little ball at the front end, so they're very simple. And then the back, it screws on. So the first time getting them on, it was definitely a little bit tricky, but now that I've gotten them on once, like it's like easy. And once you get them on, you don't really have to take them off if you don't want to, but I'm trying to become an earring girly, and these definitely have helped. So I also bought these little huggy hoops also from Pavoy, and I just put them in this morning, and they're not bothering my ears, and they're very small little hoops. You guys suggested to me on Instagram when I told you I was struggling with earrings to get like a little huggy hoop. This one almost might be like a little bit too big. I haven't slept in these yet, but they're not bothering my ears. So it's good to know I found an earring brand that is actually like pretty cheap, that's high quality enough that it's not causing my ears any irritation. So anyways, and now I have these little hoops. Super cute. I'm gonna try to sleep in these tonight. Hopefully I can. Okay guys, that is it for the Love It or Leave It video. I feel like I tried to make this short and then we rambled for quite a bit at the end. So I apologize. If you enjoyed these videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. We have some exciting Black Friday gift guide, etc. things coming up that I'm excited to share, so stay tuned for that. If you have any video requests, as always, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!